Howdy folks, it's Meandering Mike in the Man Cave of Madness. It has been a while since we've done an unboxing. This here is Axis and Allies, the North Africa edition. This is new as far as I can tell. I don't think this is a reprint. So let's go ahead and get the shrink off. When the shrink is off, let's open this up. Let's get a little dude to put that on. All right. Lid, put that back there. Our cast of characters, of course, we have Churchill and Montgomery and Rommel and Patton, and I do not know the name of the Italian leader. Advertisement, set that aside. Rulebook, now that's surprisingly thick for an Axis and Allies game. All right. Those are falling right out. Normally I don't punch things out as I go, but these just fell right out. So these look like one card for each player. US, UK, German. They're setup information. All right. So set those aside. All right, here's your standard punch board. Yeah, I'm gonna use that originally intended so you can see a little better that as we're looking in. All right, I'm digging for the map. A lot of people like to see the map first and the minis and things like that. Looks like we got supply markers. These are probably control markers for territory. Oh, interesting. Looks like sea mines. Those look like probably land mines, minefields. Now, I'm not sure what's the difference between these supply and these supply. These are probably supply depots, and this is transferring supply around. So we'll find that out. Set that aside. Two reference charts are double-sided. One for the Axis side, one for the Allies. Here's two of them. All right. Just a little filler there for styrofoam to keep things from... Wow, okay, so there's actually two maps, which is quite typical for North Africa games, since you got a lot of front to cover. All right, so I'm gonna quickly see what else is. Obviously, there's gonna be, well, there's die 10s. All right, so that's a new difference. Axis and Allies typically is a die 6. So this is obviously the Germans. I'm going to assume, well, here, wow, this is, okay, there we go, olive drab, the US. I'm going to assume this khaki is the UK. These brown dudes, brown shirts, are going to be the Italians, and that's going to be the Germans. These are some special characters in blue. I have no idea. Those could be like Free French forces, or the Vichy French that... may or may not fight back. Not much in the way of Air Force here. Well, there's the stuff in each of these things here, so I'm not sure why there's extra there or not. Empty baggies, poker chips. All right, I'm gonna put this stuff back in here, and I'm going to move the box out of the way so we can unfold the maps. Now I'm going to do them one at a time. All right, so Morocco, that's in the west. So that's later during the fighting in North Africa as the Americans show up later. Operation Torch, land in North, and there's Tunisia. So the German towns are here fighting back and forth, and eventually, oh, you're not able to see that. I need to. So eventually the Germans drive in this way, and the Americans are landing, and the Kasserine Pass is the big first engagement between the Germans and the Americans. A whole bunch of convoys. Let's see here. From all the way over to here. Wow. Casablanca convoy. There's Gibraltar, big British naval base there. Oran, this was a part of the French territory, Algiers and Oran. Tunis convoy. So notice these are marked as German and Italian, American and British. Malta. So let's see. We don't see Malta on here, but there might be right in that square on the other map here, the little island of Malta. I'm going to fold this one up and open the other map, which is the one you're going to start fighting on, because there's Tobruk and Benghazi, and of course we should go all the way over to Egypt. We should see Cairo. Oh, we go all the way to the Suez Canal. All right, so that's nice. So that actually include what back then was called the Levant states. So we have Syria and Palestine. So there was French forces here. So it sounds like they're going to include that too. Cyprus, Crete, which Mussolini got it venturesome and invaded Greece and had trouble, and the Germans had to come down, and eventually the Germans invaded and took Crete. Okay, so there's Malta. Okay, Tripoli convoy. So there's actually, it looks like that zone that we saw on the side here, this extends over to here to include the part of Malta. All right, so some of these areas have this SL equal 10. Not sure what that is. Supply level, maybe? Max supply level. They look like places with numbers on them. I don't know. That might be victory points. I'm going to guess that could be victory points. So these numbers are just numbers in the C zones. Yeah, Cairo, way over here. Let's see here. Tilt. This is a big 15. Mersa Matruh. There was a big battle around there. I don't remember exactly where. However, the city, there's a battle there. That's not marked on here, so they don't have any terrain features. They do say here. There's the empty quarter of the Qattara Depression. These, well, can't see that. Down here, some of these are labeled with a letter, so I'm not sure what those are for. If you can go deep desert and long and come around or not. All right, so there's, can't see that. There's a port symbol here. Did they have any other ports? Anchorage type symbols. Excuse me. Whoops. Upside down. None here. So that's the only one. There's various places that have fleet. Can you see that? No. That's the problem. I should zoom out. That's what I should do. But then you won't be able to see them. There's fleets there. There's 1, 3 fleets, 2 fleet mark. So I don't know. There's gonna be a bit of stuff to figure out here. So a lot of stuff on this map that isn't on your typical Axis and Allies maps. So that is interesting that this is the only kind of port anchorage type symbol here. So I'm going to quickly grab the rule book and we'll look at it a little bit, see if we can figure out what some of these things on the map are here. So there we go, rule book, Axis and Allies, North Africa. All right, good. There's a table of contents, game components, right away, number 4. So here we go. They list a bunch of stuff here, but the map at this, you can't, it's not telling you what's on the map. Yeah, so Italy was brown, green, tan, and black for the Germans. So I did get it right that the tan, the khaki, was the United Kingdom. Instant victory for Axis. Capture Cairo. control Tobruk and Mareth as a minor, control Tripoli and Algiers. Dice, chips, spaces on the game board, territories, white markers. Okay, the red number in the RPU, so that must be resource point value. SL is stacking limit. Some mention of defensive bonuses. All right. So we did not see that harbor symbol. So it may be buried. It may be an optional rule. Sea movement. It's not mentioning it there. Air movement. Submarines. Declaration of attacks. I'll give a few more pages. I'm not going to look in ultra detail here, but you can see that it's lots of illustrations here, and something that you might not notice, but that is sewn. This is a folded, but it's thick enough. They have actually sewn the seam. Now, that should make it hold together well, but the fact that they've sewn this so much, it's almost like it's perforated. So I'm hoping at some point it doesn't, pages rip and tear out because of like a perforation style. But hopefully this will keep this together better. So I'm still, well, let's look at the back. No, sometimes there's something on the back that's useful. Looking for that symbol, not seeing it. Unit profiles. So that's interesting. If you know what that symbol is, it's gray with white. It's obviously a anchor. So it's an anchorage, it's a port, it's something. But I have not seen the symbol anywhere in the rules. Now, the one place we did not look on the reference charts. Oh, it's not even here on the reference charts. So it could be strictly artistic. If you know, I mean, it obviously looks like a port or an anchorage, something like that. But I did not see it in any of the rule sections. I did not see a picture of that symbol in here. I do not see it on this reference chart. So don't know if it actually has a game function or not. If you know, please comment and tell us. Well, folks, we're going to call that. We looked at the map. We looked through the rule book looking for that specific thing. We saw that it's a substantial rule book, so there's quite a bit to this game. This is not, your totally old school, very, very simple Axis and Allies. So there's a bit to it. It's using a die 10 instead of die 6s. I'm looking forward to figuring this out more and seeing what this is all about. And see if there's buried somewhere in the mention of the rules, but good. It could just be artistic license, which is a little odd at this scale. There's not anything else embellishment like that. So, all right, folks, this is Meandering Mike, Man Cave of Madness. This is an unboxing, which we haven't done in quite a while. So this was Axis and Allies, North Africa. So take care, all you good folks out there. And remember, take care of your games and they'll take care of you. Ciao.